Hello gaming fans! February has a bit of a theme as I look at Crysis III, Dead Space 3 and Aliens Colonial Marines, which, coincidentally, is the third game in the Alien series released by Sega. It's also set just after Alien 3. 3 sci-fis, 3 sets of mean aliens, and 3 third parts. And my third hot 3. Finding that. I'd just like to take a second before I talk about Crysis to say why I didn't do a January video. Not a lot I wanted to talk about was going on in January, and when the game's developers for one of the games I did want to talk about delayed the release of the game, so it didn't even come out in January, I decided to just leave it. So, Crytek's slightly imaginatively but shamelessly self-promoting titled game Crysis III. I've not played any of the Crysis series, but it seems this game was eagerly anticipated by many gamers. So the third installment in the series brings the character of the Prophet back as the main character, still fighting the aliens known as the Ceph, but also the Cell Corporation, who remind me somewhat of the other evil corporations in the gaming world. Most of the game takes place within a giant biodome type structure created on Earth. This plot device allows the game developers to map out some pretty cool landscapes, like one of an overgrown city. It keeps something very sci-fi on Earth, which is nice. The graphics I also find to be rather pretty. I do like their water and their grass, and the plot seems decent enough, but not exactly original. Apart from having the iconic weapon as a bow, though. In a sci-fi game, I can't think of many games with that to their name. If you can think of any other games like that, do let me know. It's pretty badass in my opinion. But generally, I'm really not sure how excited I am to play this game. While some of the elements do seem pretty sweet to me, it doesn't jump up and down as the game I want to play most this month. Dead Space 3 now. The third-person sci-fi horror shooter game from Visceral Games. The third game sees you once more fighting off those pesky necromorphs who sound like they should be the cousin of the bad guys from the Chronicle of Riddick film. I like those early games which try to be scary. You know, the concept of the original Resident Evils, the Silent Hill. Those were good. I actually still own the first 3 Resident Evils on PS1. So I was a bit saddened when I heard that this game has not quite captured the scary levels from some of the people who played it. I was rather looking forward to playing it, but nevertheless, the plot does sound like it might be worth a go. Whilst being silly sci-fi monstery type, it's fun sci-fi monstery silly type. You know, not like Pandorum. That just sucked. With a strange twist of originality, the main character isn't a standard emotionally wounded soldier with some kind of special modification or talent struggling for revenge or answers on just a pat on the head from his superiors. Like most other games, he's just an engineer. Though, as he's the main character from the previous games and is after his lost girlfriend or something, that can't really be attributed as a special point of this game. Generally, this game's gone down pretty well, critically, and the graphics they're alright. So I'd still be pretty pleased to play this one, more so than any of the other releases I've seen this month. I just hope there is some eerie horror left to it, rather than just, more shooting without thought. Finally, Aliens Colonial Marines. Oh dear. I'd like to start by saying I like Aliens. Well, I like Alien, and I really enjoyed Aliens, though 3 I hardly remember, and 4 was a bit of a lower note. Though I did like Dorif and Perlman. The AVP was just silly. This game, however, seems to have the plot thought out by a young teen's fanfic, fighting to get as much combat and fighting in as possible, now having the Wayland Corp declaring war on the Marines. Like that's ever a good business move. Dead characters are suddenly not dead, more stupid Marines are back with the aliens, and the same old story ensues, leaving very little room for inspiring plot. At least we can rely on the good graphics to pull the game through. Wait. No, we can't. The good AI? No, that's been criticised too. I don't know. I probably play this game because of what it is. I like the Alien series. It might turn out to actually be nice to play. But I'm not expecting to be wowed or to find anything at all that original. So what's next month? Well, quite a lot actually. I think I know the 3 I'm going to be talking about already. There's 2 that certainly can't be missed. That's the new Tomb Raider reboot, and of course Bioshock Infinite. As for the 3rd, well, we'll have to wait and see. So until then, this is Flumpy, signing out.